Okay, we're back.
I think before we even go into any of the, because we are kind of delayed in certain topics, I think we should hop into like what you just did the past like week or two. Because you were gone.
I just went on a it was a pretty life-changing expedition, I'd say. Austria, Czechia, Switzerland. Prague was it was an eye-opener for me.
How come?
For me, you could see the cultural differences between like how people here act when they like go out to clubs and stuff specifically, and like just people over there. It's like a whole different environment, and I feel like over there people actually like want to talk to you, have a good time, and like aren't really so concerned with how like they're being perceived by others, and they're kind of just having a good time.
It's a different
I feel
vibe.
like over here niggas are like ore farming and shit.
I feel like every European I've met here is like so like chill when they weren't born here.
At least on the surface, very grounded and down to earth.
Yeah, like they're very open and shit like that. I also hear a lot of great things for like German people. There's a lot. I remember like when I went to school, there was a lot of German students.
I met a bunch of German
all
women.
over the place,
awesome.
bro. But their personalities are like the best because they're just so like.
Oh, we met a German. Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a second.
Just German people in general, I feel like are very. What's the word? I don't want to say flamboyant, but they're very overly expressive.
Yes, I mean because we met this one guy. He was out with his mom.
Oh,
it was her birthday. It was her 66th birthday.
How were they going clubbing?
We went to a bar crawl and they were like in the group. Keep in mind, she's 66. She has like an oxygen tank.
Fuck,
but
that's
she's
hard.
like she's living it up. He's like 22, and he was kind of like mellow at first. When he was at the first bar, I kind of had like I just had a feeling like we would talk in some way, shape, or form and communicate, or like maybe him and Jackson or something like that. So we ended up like all getting close, and because I'm assuming his dad's black, so he was just like. Once he got a little loose, drinking a little bit, he was like, I think he asked Jackson, like, so how is it, like, how do you guys be black in America? Like, because I don't know how to act black. Like, I'm black, but like in Germany, I don't know how to act black.
He said, act black?
Yeah, it was like some funny shit. And
what'd you guys tell him?
I don't even remember. I really don't remember. I
don't
don't remember. Yeah, but so then he was kind of close with us the whole night. And then at the end of the night, I think Jamie got his contact information. So then on the night we were leaving, the night before we left, we ended up going out to like, it was like a little bar with him and his mom, and then just like chopped it up for like 3-4 hours, and then we played Uno. It was nice. And then like I've been messaging him on Instagram, and he was saying like if we ever go to Germany, we're welcome to come stay with them and stuff. So it was like a nice.
Oh,
it was like it was very interesting meeting people that way, and then we also met some other dudes from Scotland, and they were in a different pub crawl group. On the first night we went, because we did the pub crawl twice. Mm-hmm. So then they were in a different group. We started talking to them because one of the kids in Jackson had like the same birthday. We're getting hyped up because of that. And then we randomly saw them at like the last club the next night. And then we exchanged information too. And then those guys were cool as well. So it was nice. I don't know, for me, because I'm social, I guess, but like not the most social person. So like meeting people in that way was very like new to me.
That's what I hear a lot about, like, especially like the Europe game. Like even like clubbing, from what I hear, it's very like open, and very just like all over the place. It's not even it's funny because people over there will be like, "Oh my god, have you been to space? Oh my god, how's space?" And space is really
someone was asking about space.
Yeah, and space is like good, but it's not even close to I'm sure what they're doing in Europe and all their clubs. It's not even close.
I mean, I haven't been to space. I know you guys went.
I'm pretty sure it's not even close. Frankly, I feel like one of our friends also went, and he went to he told me, he was telling me he like went to a club and then just randomly naked bodies walking left and right. There's rooms to like have intercourse.
In like Berlin or
like I forgot where he went. What club
it was one of the B's.
But it was just such a big club, and it was like so overly expressive in their sexuality, which I think that's one thing I hate about America.
It could get a bit freaked out.
Yeah,
over there.
Well, actually, I don't hate this about America. I do think America's very like. I like people in America being like private in their own world to a certain extent, but I'm also like, I do feel like sometimes people are just so stuck in their own ways. Like it's not really common here. Like you don't really have clubs like that because it's just against the values of like American traditional stuff.
I don't know. For me, like I'm not butt ass naked at a club fucking.
No, but I would like to be able to do that though. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to have the option available.
They have places here though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like it's not as overly open compared to like these European countries that rock.
I don't think it should be that open though.
Specifically in the club scene, like I know the culture's different. Like I just know that. I know it's very different. So
yeah, I feel like people actually go to clubs with the intention to like meet people and
or just enjoy themselves, have a great time,
build friendships, build connections,
build
and have a good time. rather than like here. I feel like I don't know why niggas go to the club sometimes. Like I'll just like from some
It's
like
boring here, dude.
I mean, no,
boring.
they're good spots. Like the country bar, I personally like that. I personally like
Of course, I know you
because
like
people
country
go
bar.
there and they actually like dance and have a good time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even
Like,
though it's not your cup of tea, like in terms of the genre, but like
I get
they
it.
actually go to have a good time.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
Go into like just a random club in like Las Olas and you just pull up in there. You'll see ladies dance or whatever, and then dudes just like posted up at the bar, drink in their hand, just like
None on their head. They're
just
on
like
the perks, bro.
surveying the area for like, and it's like I get it. You have to be aware, especially in our country compared to over there. It's like
No, but it's definitely not for that
like
intention.
if there's a group of YNs, like you have to be on high alert for sure.
Yeah, but that's not the intention. They're definitely just scoping out the area for women. My thing is,
And it's like the thing here, it works. It works.
It works
here
but it's also,
if you're a good looking dude.
America just feels so like, and I'm not judging all of America either because I've really only been to like mainly the stuff in Florida and New York. I guess we also went, but based on just like those two things, I would say like it does feel like the club scene, party scene, just the going out scene is a lot more.
It's a lot more
to their own,
serious.
to their groups.
It's a lot more serious, and you have to have like a clique.
And people like dance to themselves.
And it's like
yeah.
I know in terms of like not to get into politics, like I know in terms of politics, like we technically have it better than like those types, like than like a European country or like a South American country.
I would want to be born in America.
I feel like at the same time
You have to give up
that
something.
has us worrying about like other things that aren't important to then I don't know. It's like it's just
No, I get what you're saying, dude. I get what you're saying, dude. Because it's like you understand. People could be happier in a country where they have less law, like they have less like rights. Like that's just how it
like
works.
more structure.
To their lives. Like, I'll go to Hispanic countries and people are, I would say, not in my spot, like financially. It makes sense because it's a country that's not as progressed as we are.
Mm-hmm.
And they're legit just happy doing the same thing every day because they have this culture, the community. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's community, bro.
Community's
It's
big
just
thing.
community. It's like, who do you have around you? Like, to me, like, that's why I said, like, if I ever retire, I feel like I would definitely retire. There's a town in Mexico I would retire to.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, yes, I would have less rights. Yes, there's mafiosos. It's a town where, like, everyone knows each other. And, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's, like, a beautiful town. It's really big. It's driven by a lot of, especially, like, tourism. But it's just nice because I can walk out. I can see the local markets to my left. I know everyone that works there.
Mm-hmm.
Need my laundry done? Walk 2 blocks, boom, get my laundry done. I know her family.
Mm-hmm.
They've been running for years. It's like, you get what I'm saying? It's like community is just so much better in those places.
That's something that I took away from the trip for sure. It's like, even though obviously there wasn't necessarily any specific set community, like it just felt like that was more ingrained in that culture than over here.
No, it's more community.
And it's like obviously based off a location too. Like I'm sure if you're in a small town in the Midwest, there's going to be a greater sense of community than like the suburbs of where we stay, because it's like there's a more dense and smaller population, so a lot more people are going to know each other. On the surface, I may have said this earlier, but on the surface, like a lot of people seem more grounded and real, rather than here. It feels like there's a mask,
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
like that customer service mask on everyone. A lot of the people over here where we stay compared to over there. I just feel like you have to be more guarded.
Yeah, people are a lot more guarded. I get why.
That's literally as soon as I came back, I just felt my body like kind of come back to. I don't know how to explain it. Like I just
you make
felt,
that shift culturally.
yeah, like
I
I just felt myself kind of just. I don't want to say regress, but just like come back to this state rather than that very open. And now, granted, I'm on vacation, so obviously I'm gonna be a bit
you're on
more,
vacation. You're
bit
enjoying
more
yourself.
loose and carefree. But like I could just feel it almost instantly as soon as I landed in New York.
That's why like I hate when people speak about like. I hate when people like be like, "Oh my God, you've been to Mexico? Isn't this so dangerous?" Like that's what people don't realize, right? It's like, yes, places like this, I would say Europe and stuff like that. You could argue like they don't have it as good as America does in some aspects, and like maybe they're a bit more dangerous. But everything else you gain is just so much better, in my opinion. Like, but it's also like, how do you live your life in those areas? Like, if I were to live in a different country, I would have to grow used to the culture and the way they live.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if culturally everyone knows not to go to this area at this time because there's like gang people there, then no one's going to do it. And then you go off and live your day normally.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's like, you have to just learn how to live your life in these different areas.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, even though like, let's just say hypothetically, like, I mean, again, Mexico's an example. Yes, there's a lot of cartels. Yes, there's a lot of lawlessness in certain places. that it doesn't stop the people there from still living their life normally.
Yeah, you gotta
they just know how to
figure it out.
Yeah, they figure it out. So it's like there's trade-offs to stuff, right? Like I think America still is the best in terms of like making it.
Yeah, there's a lot more opportunities to get money.
Yeah, but just opportunities to actually like fulfill your dreams. Like this is the powerhouse of the world right now. Like it really is. I don't know. It's definitely cool that you went to Europe, though. I'm glad you. I mean, I heard y'all people were slinging it. That's what I heard. Let's get into that real quick.
Freaky out there.
I heard you got with a married woman. That's what I heard.
It wasn't.
That's crazy.
It wasn't that deep.
Wait. That's kind of crazy, though.
I don't know if she was married. I don't even know if she was in a relationship, bro.
You're horrible, bro. How could you do that?
I was taking an educated guess based on the circumstances.
So explain the situation.
Where do you want me to start from?
How did you contribute to her cheating?
Because I could start like from the beginning of the night and how everything kickstarted and how my momentum started rolling and how I was snowballing.
So she wasn't the only one.
I mean, she was the only one that I made physical contact with in an intimate way.
So you were winding it up.
But yeah, because I'm not usually a talker like that.
You weren't Gear 5 yet.
Because
you were Gear 2.
You've seen me at these clubs, bars, whatever. It's like I usually I'll be enjoying myself, but I'll keep to myself.
Well, yeah, because you usually have to be the one to get approached.
What you're saying?
They usually approach you. Like they have to approach you usually.
I mean, that's usually how I approached it. Yeah, but like this time, I was just introducing like this. And there was.
Well, yeah, they see a big, tall.
I was an outlier.
6'4" black man so put out his hand.
So I felt like I had extra.
They have to say yes.
I had extra attributes, and I had So I had a buff. I had a buff at the time. So Jackson and Jamie kind of left me by myself. Jackson and Jamie kind of left me by myself at one point, and there's this group, 5 German women. I was like, I'm just gonna go introduce myself. Fuck it, right? So then there was Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. I don't remember the other girls' names, but I was just like boom, 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 and that's when the ball started rolling for not only myself but for Jamie as well. I think that got him activated because he was kind of dormant. Not only for that night, but he's been dormant like the Avatar for
centuries
for like
now.
3-4 years now.
Yeah, he's pushing 60. It's tough.
So I feel like once I got the ball rolling, he overtook me as the nights progressed, and he was just going crazy. And with that group, I was dancing with them a little bit throughout the night, but then we got to the last bar. This is where the situation took place, where it just felt like magic. It really did.
My bad. A married woman cheating is magical.
I mean, I felt
she chose that.
I felt in love for a second because
there's something else.
Because she was, I want to say, her and her group were from Sweden. I think they said they were from Sweden. I think.
But are there some brothers there? I don't think
we were like the only ones.
That's what I'm saying. Like you guys are the outliers.
No, yeah.
So you had that home advantage.
Yeah, it wasn't home court advantage, but it was an advantage.
It was above. It was above.
I feel like
stat boost.
She was dancing, and her hips were moving all over the place. But I was like, let me refrain. Because let
me refrain.
No,
because she was opening up for you, bro.
No, not to me though. She was just really feeling herself.
She was waiting for anybody.
She wasn't like throwing. She wasn't throwing herself at people. But like when I'm out at these places, I'm just very hesitant, especially when I see a woman really feeling herself like that, because I'm just assuming she's severely intoxicated.
She's in her own world.
I'm just assuming she's rolling off of something or severely intoxicated. So I just don't want to. Yeah, and I don't want to overstep. But I think I had another shot or two. Me and Jamie had these glasses on. That was the cheat code. Not only our skin color, but the glasses. I'm telling you, for some reason, the woman over there acted like they'd never seen a pair of sunglasses in their life. And they would just come up and take them off her face, put them on, and then just like dance, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So she did that to me. Yeah. The first time she took them off my face. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Brother, she's just taking it off. Keep going, though.
So she does that. I introduced myself. Don't remember her name. I'm upset I don't. But then I introduced myself to her friends as well, and then introduced Jamie to her friends. And me and her weren't really dancing like that yet. Okay. But she was just dancing with my glasses. And then she took them off, gave them back to me, and went MIA. So I'm like, okay, that's whatever. She comes back, and I don't remember if I gave her the glasses back or if she took them off my face again. But once that happened, then Jamie was like, just grab her hand. Just grab her hand and start dancing with her. This Jamie was getting very ambitious, but so I do that. Within 5 seconds, her lips are on mine. But like, I didn't choose to do that though. That's why I was making a joke that she assaulted me. But because she like pulled me close. I thought she was gonna tell me something. So then I'm going to like her ear expecting her to be whispering in my ear something, and then she like kind of yanks my hair back and then just like starts going crazy. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And it's like, I was like, there's no way it's that easy. It's just like, it's never.
If someone's into you, they're into you, bro. They'll
Yeah,
just
but
say
it's never
fuck it.
happened like that before. It was like.
Well, yeah, because it's like, bro, like the
was
odds were in your favor this time, really, immensely.
But then after that was like 7 to 10 seconds. And then after that, she kind of pulled me over to go dance with her, like, and actually dance with her this time. So I was like, okay, cool. I was getting scared at first when she started pulling me because I thought she was like pulling me to the back room or something. I was like, I don't want to do any of this. Like,
Shut up,
no,
dude.
because I called you after like tweaking over the kiss.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if she started
I won't talk about
going to crazy town on me, I would have been on a one-way flight back home, like going to the fucking hospital. So I'm dancing with her, and then like within 10 seconds, she kind of like auto locks right off of me onto another nigga. But it was like so quick, and I was like, I'm thinking in that moment that I just wasn't dancing well. But then with how quick it happened, after analyzing it
not
further,
good enough.
I think she was affiliated with that man in some way, shape, or form, because she like went right up to him. And Jamie was saying that like when we were kissing, her friends were like kind of like tweaking out about it, like mouth wide open, like shocked.
Well, yeah, because she's kissing a black man.
It could have been that too.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not
been-
even saying that makes a joke. I
No,
feel
no,
like,
no,
that's
it
like
could've been- it could've
if
been
I was if I was like a white girl from those countries, I'd be like, what is she doing with that man? Who is that man?
Well, I could have been fulfilling her fantasies. You know what I'm saying?
Man, she thought she was a gangster afterwards.
Because Sweden's like really north. Like they don't have
They don't have
this up there.
Well, I mean, okay, and then she went over to somebody. So honestly, more than likely, she definitely had a boyfriend or something. Which
It could have been a boyfriend. Could have been a
that's crazy,
situationship.
dude. You became the very thing that you hated most.
Swore to destroy unintentionally. It's like it fell right in my lap.
I can't believe you did that, bro. And Matt, how about if they were married? Could have broke up that marriage. Look at you, bro. Breaking hearts.
Well, then I would have been doing him a favor.
That's I mean, I guess you would have been doing him a favor. Yeah, actually, true. Any woman that does that is kind of absurd. But I'm glad you.
And again, it wasn't intentional. It just kind of, that's how the cards were laid out. And I just.
You made it seem like I remember, like, because you FaceTime us that Halloween night.
That's crazy for me. That's never
Well,
happened.
let me break down my perspective.
That doesn't happen to me.
But let me go. So
that's never happened to me. That's crazy
I'm chilling
for me.
with like my boy Muhammad, and we're at like a friend's party, a chill Halloween party. And then Muhammad's getting a FaceTime from Julian, and Julian's like, guys,
No.
Something happened.
It's so stupid.
And then-
It's so
and
stupid.
you were
I
like-
said, Muhammad, I asked Muhammad if he's ever kissed a random woman at the bar. And then I was also concerned because I don't know what you can contract from kissing. I
stupid,
I
bro.
don't. And I was in,
I mean, no,
I was not in the
get
right
it.
state of mind. And
If
I
you
think,
thought she was dirty, maybe. Did she have something on her? She had like
No.
warts on her mouth, like.
not to my knowledge,
Maybe
but
she
then,
did.
but
I don't
obviously
know.
in the moment I'm overthinking. I was like,
overthinking
maybe
it.
she did. Maybe she had this, and that. And
Yeah,
I'm
she-
sitting here looking up
yeah.
if you could contract AIDS from the shit. Like I'm scared as hell. I'm not joking. I was very frightened because I don't know, intimacy and stuff like that to me is a very like, I don't just do that.
Yeah, no, like,
You know?
yeah, I know that the
Like,
kissing thing
I-
is.
yeah, so
I feel like that is maybe more. I feel like I'm not saying like they're chill with it, but I feel like Europeans are like.
No, I looked like,
Like,
that's
to them, kissing is, like, not as big of a deal.
thing. Like especially like with the pub crawls and stuff. I did research afterwards,
Uh-huh.
and like I don't even think just in Europe, just like with traveling in general, like with a lot of those types of events, like people like meeting people and just like kissing them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's like a
Especially-
major deal.
especially in the clubs and bars over there. I didn't know that. Because that's
Yeah.
not a big. I mean, people still do it here.
Yeah, but I think in
But-
my head they're more open to sexuality there. So to them, it's like whatever. It's like a way to show affection.
Yeah, like I don't think women are going to the clubs here intending to like kiss on a nigga.
Nah, I mean they definitely. Well, they gotta get they gotta get a few information from you first.
Like I don't even know that woman's name. She doesn't know my name.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think they're
And I'm never
they're
going to
more
see her
open to that
again in
type
my
of
life.
shit.
I'm never going to see her again.
But that still happens here. But you just have to like put yourself in a position to get it.
The thing is, we like didn't really exchange words. Like I
That's
think when
usually
we,
what happens,
when we introduced
bro.
each other, I think it was just a handshake.
Dude, like you understand that's usually what happens if someone just randomly wants to make out with you. They approach you like that.
That's so like
You're
crazy.
making it seem like they have to like shake your hand, get your social security, and then be like, okay, now you're worthy of my kiss. That's not how
I
it
like
works.
to know your name first.
But you don't know shit, dog. All you had to know was that her tongue was in your mouth. All of that shit.
I didn't let that.
Swirling.
I didn't let that happen. I didn't let that happen because that would have been
You didn't let her in?
extra. No. And I was thinking about it the whole time that we were going at it. I was like, nah, I can't because that's
Well,
like
dude, that's the best part.
I know.
They're so sick of it. And it's Europe too. Maybe she would have done some crazy ass like acrobatics, bro. Like it would have been crazy. She would have hit the sides of your mouth. You never thought it existed.
Yeah, no, I would have probably fell to my knees in the middle of that fucking club. But it's just that was too risky.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. And how about your uncle Jamie? How about your uncle? Did he sling anything?
He was just dancing with every woman inside. I've never seen him move like this in my life. I don't think that was my uncle.
Really? I have never seen him dance, so I have no idea.
No, he would like take girl by the arm and he would just spam the spin move. Just had him doing 360s, 720s, 1080s. He's
definitely a spin move.
And he got a couple kisses on the cheek and stuff like that. So it was.
I think he's leveling up.
I think we got to find love out there.
I think Jamie just he's got all the fucking nooks and crannies to be like a demon out there. And I think he's been rusted up for too long. Those cogs haven't been spinning for a while. But now they're starting.
And maybe those cogs are spinning now, but again, it's just like in an environment like that,
you have to prosper.
You feel comfortable stepping out of your box and going to talk to people.
No, 100%.
It's like here,
the Me Too movement came in hot.
I feel like anything could happen. I feel like I could go up to a woman and say hi, and for some reason she has a nigga pulling a Glock out of his waistband to my left.
That's true.
And it's just like, what's going? Like
I do have more trust issues, funny enough, here than other places. Although I will say I don't live in other countries, so. But I feel like here I have a lot of trust issues because I feel like I agree with you. Like it's not like. That being said, in Europe they could bring knives and shit like that. It's whatever. But my thing is like, they might even have a gun. You never know. But like,
knife is a lot more manageable.
Yeah, here
if someone pulls out a knife in the middle of the club, yes, obviously they're gonna get a couple stabs in, whatever. But like, you could just dogpile them, or like you could take them out. Yeah, but quick.
It makes sense. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But although again, I will say like it's definitely like a different mentality because like here, I do run with that same issue of like. That's why alcohol, like a sip or two, will help me because it'll let me like take off things off my list. But basically, I'll go like through a list. I'm like, okay, is this safe to do? Does this make sense? Blah blah. It's just like I'm very like precautious here. Also with women too, it's like again, you never know what could happen with a woman, and I feel like it's important to realize like you're drunk, someone else is drunk, so it's like. It's like as you know, people can justify you guys doing things together because you're both drunk. Some people might not justify it, but it could lead to like a slippery slope. What happens if she's like, it's like, and what scares me too is like, a girl will wake up the next morning and is like, did I even authorize that? Like, did I authorize you to do those things to me?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And it's like it's because of that now you have to sign a waiver. Again, like you have to be careful.
Yeah, signing a waiver, that's smart.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's why I wouldn't do that especially if you're like out at a bar or club. I just wouldn't go that extra, like to that step. Yeah,
it's scary. And it's also like in the back of my head, as fucked up as it sounds, I'm thinking to myself, like, what happens if she leads me to like a fucking, like, I don't know, like a dark alley and there's like motherfuckers that come in and take my money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's what I'm thinking about too. And that could also be the case in those places as well, by the way. I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah, like in Colombia, for example, I heard that.
Oh, yeah, Colombia's very popular. That's because dudes are stupid because they come to Colombia to wife up a woman and they try to bring her back and make her a citizen. It's like, bro, they be taking money out there. But again, it's cool to see that you were going crazy. I'm hoping that translates over to here, Julian. Next time I see you, be like making out over there.
I feel like it slowly but surely is.
Yeah, because we're going out in like 2 weeks? 2 weeks?
Something like that. Yeah. At least when it comes to normal with women, like when we went to.
How's the weather?
like when we went to the taco place the other day that you weren't able to pull up to. It's like our waitress, she had very good energy to her. And she was asking us to leave a review for her. I guess she was new. She was asking us to leave a review for her. And it's just like, the way I responded to her as if I was talking to one of you guys. Like I was leaving her a review and I was like, here, check the review. And then she like saw, I used the word exquisite. And then she was like, oh, I like that word. And I was kind of getting like hyped up with her, even though I don't know this word. Like I was talking to her as if she was a friend, and I feel like that's how, at least I'm coming to that epiphany. I feel like that's how you kind of have to try to approach it. Like you kind of already know them.
You gotta break that barrier, bro. It's that barrier. Frankly, if anything, it's gonna make you feel a bit different. It's gonna make you feel more different than people here. Like it's gonna make you stand out more if you actually implement the things you were probably doing over there. Not to be as risky sometimes, But I'm saying like
I wasn't even taking
the things you've gained, like the dialogue sets, the dialogue pieces, like the way you kind of like approach that. I'm sure you were really interactive with those people because they were more open. Here, you have to do the same thing, but you have to break their barrier first because everyone's on guard here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just tougher. It's just tougher defense.
Or just being different, bro. Like people, like I won't lie to you. Like being different is like how you stand out, though. That's what I'm saying. Like it just, and frankly, people don't know what they want, bro. Both men and women. I might say I might not like somebody, but then at the end of the night, I'm like all over this person.
Yeah, I don't think you have to try to be different. I think you just have to be
yourself, I guess.
Yeah, just be yourself.
But that's the thing is that people don't want to be themselves because it is very nerve wracking to do that because it's like people get judged
sometimes.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like
because everyone wants to fit in. I feel like once you overcome that mental hurdle though, and you like just don't care about like the fitting in part, then by default you'll fit in somewhere with someone or some clique, you know.
Like, dude, like for instance, I was at the gym and I forgot my shoes and I didn't bring my sandals. I forgot my shoes. And I'm like driving to the gym with my fucking socks. I feel like if I was like younger, I'd be like, oh my God, no, there's no way I'm gonna go in there with just socks. What the fuck?
You went into the gym with socks?
Just socks.
I mean, that's being free.
So it's like, what? Like I said, and I cleaned the socks after, and they were already clean socks, but they got fucked over. But like my thing is like that's what I'm saying. I do think that you know those decisions they make you look weird and like different, but weird is just another word for it's uncommon.
I think it's just human.
Weird?
Yeah.
I'm saying weird is uncommon. That's what I mean. Like how what do you mean just human?
I was feeling philosophical.
What do you say?
No.
I'm saying weird is so fucking. I'm saying weird is just like I feel like weird is just uncommon. That's all it is. Like it's just it's uncommon for someone to ever do this. So I'm gonna say it's weird because it's out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, no, I got you.
So you know that to me is kind of like where I think like where you stand out, bro. Just do the most uncommon shit, and people will look at you differently.
I don't feel like I care how like randoms perceive me. I think I'm more so fixate on how the people close.
Yeah, I think it's switched like that. Yeah, I agree.
And it's like that could be healthy or unhealthy because I feel like in terms of how I fixate on it, sometimes it's like I feel like they see me as my 18-year-old self. So then it's like I have to uphold that image. So then it leads me to hesitate when I'm like making certain changes and like perceiving the world in a different way than I used to because I feel like the way I used to act, I was so comfortable with myself, I guess, to where then when I was thrusted into that state of discomfort and independency, obviously with like breakups or whatever, to where then I had a lot of time to introspectively think and kind of start to build my own values and morals based off of like how I feel, but rather than like how others feel. It's difficult when there already is that view of me from family members and friends based off of like how I used to go about things compared to now, if I'm making any sense. So like when I'm trying to make changes now, sometimes I don't know how to, I think you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
like, it's tough sometimes. And I hesitate because then it's like, damn, if I do this, then I maybe be viewed as a asshole by my mom and dad or some shit, or like my friends or whatever.
I actually, it's funny that you said that. So I agree with you. I think that my views have switched to more how like certain people in my life view me, but then I haven't taken it as far as you have. I think it's the opposite for me. And I think we were talking about this a few days ago with our friend who was going through something similar. And I was talking about perception. And it was like how I view things, which is why I don't feel like that way now with you guys. And you guys can clearly see that. Because again, for example's sake, I'm always late to things and I act like nothing happens. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's something that I have never given a fuck about. Mm-hmm. But I've started to consider it more because I think it's like important. Maybe not for like outings, because unless I have to be on time, fuck it, I will be.
Maybe not for what?
Maybe not for like outings where I don't have to be exactly on time. Yeah. But like for things like work, I've been making sure I'm getting there on time always, or at least making an effort to do so.
Yeah.
But like with you, when you were explaining how, for instance, like if I change certain things, it might change the perception of how my friends view me, which is like good. But then it's like the other perception of other people, like my parents, maybe they're like, this guy's a fucking asshole for that. Why would you do that? Uh-huh. And so it's like, dude, what that comes down to ultimately is how I like to view things. You have like 1 million chapters written about you, 1 chapter per person all around you, right? Yeah. So everyone's got a little version of you, basically their perception perception of who they think you actually are and what your values and morals are. I get judged like that all the time. I have a million chapters too. But the thing is, Julian, keep in mind something, right? All these chapters are left unfinished because they can't finish the story. And if you think about it, how I like to view things, they all have one individual chapter. And after everything is said and done and you're on your deathbed, you wouldn't have been able to read a single one of them. People will always have a perception of you. And I always say this to you, it's good to be the villain. I love that you contributed to this guy's marriage falling apart. I love that shit. Not saying because it's a good thing, but you helped save a brother potentially because his girl gave up like that.
I don't think he knew what happened.
Exactly.
Because I struck quick.
Even worse.
I struck quick. I struck quick, so I don't.
Like lightning, boy, you stung that one.
Yeah, no, I was quick.
That's what I'm saying. Is
that
like
was the intention. It was just.
But regardless, bro, like that's what I'm saying. You gotta be the villain, bro. I've been the villain for the past 4 years. I'm gonna be the villain for the next 20, dude. I'm not stopping. Like because think about it like this. I have it worse than you. Actually, equivalent. Actually, for our friend group, I mean, I think it's equivalent.
I think I have it worse.
I think it's equivalent. No, because I won't get hated on because they expect it of me at this point. But you get hated on more. I would say yes for like certain actions you do. So like if I do something, they're like,
I get hated on for shit I haven't done in a decade.
no, certain people hate on you for certain things. Certain people, and we won't name them. But I get what you're saying. Once you start to try to change your perception, what I told our other friend who was also struggling with this a few days ago, I'm telling them the same thing I told you right now. Like sometimes you gotta be the villain, and that's the best part about being the villain and being the guy that's counted out because everyone predicts your movements. Everyone thinks they know your next move, and then when you come in and you strike lightning, bro, out of nowhere, you catch everyone off guard. They're off balance, and you've already won the game. But someone had once told me that it's better to be the fool in the group and to be perceived as that, but not to actually be one. And I think that's like that hit me so hard when you broke that down.
I agree. Yeah, I think my thing is I just want to be consistent with who I am as a person on all avenues. Like I know people have like,
dude, but that's no fun in that.
Why not?
Because that's the thing is you can't be consistent. Like that's what I'm trying to say to you is like you cannot be consistent with everyone around you. Not in everything. Like if you're a good person,
no, just like a base. Like obviously, I'm gonna be more talkative with certain people and more jokey with certain people.
Yeah, but you might come across that one guy that thinks you're a weirdo.
But like the baseline, consistent. I guess I don't know.
At the end of the day, Joey, I don't think people are ever going to view you. I think whatever you've instilled in people's minds about you is going to stay for a fat minute. And it'll probably take a long time to change. But it's also, even if you tried showing me like the best part of you, I have all the decision making in the chapter that I'm about to write about you. So I can decide whether or not I believe any of the shit you're doing.
Yeah.
People only have one side of the story unless you show them more parts of the story. And you can't do that with every person you meet.
Yeah,
bro.
I think maybe this way of thinking kind of comes from video making to a degree, because I feel like sometimes, and I've had to catch myself, like I'm not necessarily doing too much, but I feel like sometimes I'm like trying to perform and entertain rather than just like chilling. And I feel like that just comes from the video aspect of things. So then it's like when I do catch myself and I kind of pull back, then I'm like, all right, like I don't have to always be just like back to back, just trying to joke, or, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I was going somewhere with that and I just lost it.
No, dude, it makes a lot of sense though. I think like, well, I guess you're not really putting up front. It's like your personality, but you feel like you are trying to perform because it's kind of a performance as well. With like YouTube.
Yeah, I guess just like working on my craft without like having the camera in front of me. You know,
they're not being recorded, and so it becomes a lot easier. One thing I will say is fucking with people, like I do think like a lot of the experience is also feeling like you don't have to try as hard. Like as in, I feel like I learn more when I feel like I don't need to learn something, and I'm just doing it to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like when I catch myself and I'm just like I don't have to be sitting here trying to entertain niggas or perform. Then it's like that's when I like do my best work. I guess not best work, but like that's when I'll like have the most fun or like tell the funniest jokes for me. You know, it's just like I don't know.
Like there have been so many intimate moments with all of us, like some people in our group as well together, where we're just like laughing our asses off. Like I've never laughed this hard in my life. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes I'll think like, imagine we did like streaming and we were like having those similar moments. Am I going to overly perform this, or am I going to react how I normally react? And that's because like it's on camera, right? Like
you have to get to a point where it's like you just don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't care. Which right now, like I really don't give a fuck anymore.
And It's getting to that point for me. Sometimes I'll overthink it, just because obviously it's like you want to do better than the last time and just have new shit to talk about and new jokes and funny delivery and stuff like that. I've been getting good with just not caring and kind of just talking and just being my authentic
self. I think that's what people actually buy into, though.
Yeah.
Because they're so used to everything else. I mean, honestly, I would say it was cool that you guys went to Europe. And it's cool that you learned a lot from that experience. And you'll probably end up bringing it over here. So that's always a big benefit. Again, hiatus is over. So we are back here. And I know we got to get caught up on some animes, some dramas. What do you want to start with?
episodes out of 1 through 3 of Dispatch.
Wait, you bought Dispatch?
I recorded 1 through 3, and I was going to record 4 through 6 later today.
Okay. How do you feel about Dispatch so far?
I've never played one of those decision-based games.
They're so good.
But it's really good. It's fun to record, too. It's very fun to record. And I just got to the point where we found out that the girl was dating Omni-Man, and the big, like, Polynesian dude or Hawaiian dude was making his suit again. And
Maui.
I forgot how that episode ended. That's sort of where I'm at. Oh, when he was, like, dispatching and coaching them and, like, building rapport with them.
Yeah.
With the villains or the heroes now, I guess. So that's where I'm at.
As I've grown older, I feel like I've fallen more in love with, like, storytelling games. I think with Dispatch, because I bought it like day one, and I've been streaming it like every Friday with the group, and it's just like fun to be able to see the result of like decisions that you have zero control over, because it like kind of like applies to real life. It's like I might say something that I think is the right decision, and then everything goes down the shitter.
Yeah, that I
So it had that element in the game.
It was
It's awesome.
when he was getting undressed in the room and talking about like the kiss, because I kissed her.
Of course you did. You conniving son of a bitch, bro.
I mean, she was giving me all the sides. So I had to kiss her.
I think for my playthrough with her, I also did it too. I think you're supposed. Well, she is a cheater. First off,
she was acting like she was. She was acting like she wasn't. She was acting like she wasn't though.
That's
what pissed me off.
But like, is that not like a big deal? I feel like that is kind of like when I got to that decision for the love interest, I was like, dude. Girl, you cheated. Like, and then you chose me. What's stopping you from finding the next Richardson, Robert Richardson, whatever.
To give her credit, it's like her relationship was in a rocky space. So she says, but maybe that was because of us. I don't know. When he was getting undressed in the break room, and she was like, "Oh, should I look?" Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And then there's a choice where it was like, I think she said, "Oh, I'm like sorry about the other night" or something. It was a mistake. And then you had the choice to hit, "Oh, it didn't feel like a mistake." I hit that, and I thought she was going to reciprocate. And then she said some shit like, "Well, that just makes one of us because it was a mistake." And I was like,
"Oh, wow, you dumb."
I was like, "Oh my gosh, too forward." So then that's when I pulled back. But then I feel like we're now coming closer again.
It's cool to see how your decisions will change. And the playthroughs when I ran the 2, they are vastly different actually. Like even I'll say the same thing sometimes. Like I'll do the same thing, but it's like a different action. Like it's like bizarre.
It's very seamless too.
Yeah, it's very seamless. It just seems like everything was very well constructed. I don't know. I think Aaron is it Aaron Paul, the voice actor for the main character. I'm pretty sure it's Aaron.
I know
Paul.
He's in the game. I don't know if that's. I guess that's him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the actor for Breaking Bad. Aaron, like he's such a good actor, and he was saying that was the longest production he's ever been in. He said it was like years. I think it was like 2 years.
Because there's so many different.
Yeah, because they would call him in to work on this, call him in to do this, the new timeline here, and he was explaining like this. That was actually very like long. Like it wasn't grueling, but very long. But so far, I've been giving it like I don't know, man. I just love like I love how it's like it's a very appealing in terms of superheroes. I'm a huge fan of what was it called again?
The
Boys. I'm a huge fan of The Boys. So like just seeing that and then playing this game feels very similar because it's like this is the other side of being a superhero or like a villain or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and it feels very authentic too. Like even when you're doing the little dispatching, seeing one of your members on your roster go rogue and then set the shit on fire for no reason. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
That's what I'm saying, dude. There's only 2 more episodes left.
So after the 2 episodes is done?
Yeah, it's just 8 episodes in total.
Oh, damn.
So, like, we finished episode 6, which was, oh my God, it was so good, dude.
What's the best episode you think so far? Because I'm not finished, but.
I like episode 5, but I'm also very much oh no, I'm dumb. For you, it's 4, my bad. I think episode 4 is gonna be awesome for you. I think episode like 6, this past one was like a crazy fuck. Because I actually think it's my favorite episode because it had, without spoiling, I won't spoil.
Yeah.
It had like the most like social shit. Like it had like the most social stuff happening.
Just between characters.
Characters.
Gotcha.
But there's there's reasons why though, and it was so awesome. And like I won't even say anything else because it'll spoil what happens. But I'll be honest though, I don't think they're gonna. I don't see them finishing the story in 2 more episodes.
That's what I was asking. Like,
oh, that's what you were asking earlier.
Yeah, like
I don't think it finishes.
It's done, or do they like just
make
a DLC or
no? So I think something might happen. Like I think if they really, I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna push it and they're gonna make it to where like something does happen. That
isn't it an actual show too though? Like
no, it's not. No, I think it's no. It's like a brand new IP. I think.
I thought it was an IP that came out with the game and like a show at the same time.
Really?
Unless I was like,
I think maybe you're tripping, bro.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, they made comics, which I bought. I bought the comics.
Oh, they did
because it's with the game.
Okay.
So like I think if you pay like an extra $5, you get the virtual comics and it's on the dashboard. But it doesn't unlock until you finish the game because it's more. It's like more story.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get so sad though because like at the end of this, like episode 8, there's 2 more episodes. Unless they rush it, they could wrap things up maybe. But then it's like I don't think it's enough time to like feel like you are fully like to have a fulfilled ending. If that makes sense, which would piss me off. Unless they announce Dispatch 2 or they announce like the next, because I don't know about you, but the part where like you're sending out heroes, dude, how is that not like a full-fledged game? That shit is so fun, bro.
What you're saying, a standalone game by itself?
Or like make a mod for it. That's what I think they're gonna do because it's like it's very. I don't know because you've done it already, right? Like the dispatching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when you're dispatching heroes, like the way you're doing it is just, it's so fun. And it's like Football Manager where it's like, you don't know. Like you have a high chance of succeeding, but there's that chance
I can see that being like a mobile game.
Dude, no, they can make that into an official game or just add on to it on the base game so that people can play it after the story's over.
Just the dispatching alone.
Yeah, because then they could add mods for it. And then you add like 1,000 new villains, 1,000 new heroes.
Add like levels and
new scenarios, new city. You see what I'm saying? It's like, and then maybe even that's so cool to like think about. That would be so sick. And like, that's my thing is like that part of the whole thing to me is actually the most fun.
You think so?
Because, dude, dispatching is just so cool because they have character in them. And nowadays you have AI, so you can make your own voice lines with fucking mods. They have their own characters to them. And like you mentioned, like when you send someone out, if they're having like a bad day, they won't even go. Like they'll just ignore your command. Yeah. You know, like people will have synergy.
That was pissing me off.
Some characters will have synergy, others won't have synergy together. That could be a full-fledged game, and that makes me want to keep playing it because that's actually why I did another playthrough because I want to go through that again and to see how I could like do better or do worse.
Yeah,
it's so effortless for them to do that. So I do think like how else would they continue the game besides DLC of continuing the story? Or like a one shot, like a different story in general for like 4 episodes.
What other? I know they have other games. Are the Telltale games like this?
Yeah, but this is not a Telltale company.
No, I know, but like, are they like this decision?
Yeah. No, but this is the best form, I think.
Oh yeah.
The Wolf Among Us, if you haven't played that, that's very good. I would play that. Like you walk around and you get to figure shit out along the way.
Okay. So there's none where it's like in movie format, not movie format.
No, they have that for Telltale.
Episode format like this.
Yeah, they have that. They have episodes.
But you said you walk around in there too.
No, that's Wolf Among Us. Oh, actually, you're right. Telltale, you walk around. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, Telltale, you walk around.
You like walk and then
this is the first one where it's like everything's happening and you're making a decision last second.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, it's like Black Mirror. Yes,
the Black Mirror one that.
Although I would get annoyed. I would get annoyed if they don't make a sequel with the characters. Like I really fuck with these characters. There's no way the story's done.
I just really like this format of game. It's very good.
Yeah, it is very good.
Very good. It's just good to record too. It's very fun.
I'm not sure. We'll see what they do to wrap things up with these next 2 episodes. People were getting mad about the release format too, saying that, well, we should just have all the episodes on release. I'm like, I actually like it this way because it feels like a TV show.
Yeah, it feels like a real,
Because it takes about like an hour each run, right? Roughly.
Each episode, like 40 minutes to an hour.
Yeah. So it feels like it just feels like weekly episode releases, which I prefer. So I don't feel like I'm burning out of the game within like a day. And it's
but also like not getting spoiled either.
Yeah. And it gives
because
you time.
if it released in one package, like you would have gotten spoilers day 2.
Yeah. I was about to say that too. I think that's a really smart idea. That's why shows do it too. They release once a week so that you don't get spoiled right away. Netflix doesn't care, but
Netflix releases in groups, like for Stranger Things, it's going to be like
groups.
It's going to be 2 groups and then that last episode.
Which makes sense because you make people stay longer. So the game works really well in that regard. And honestly, the voice acting, I know they have Moist Critical. So I instantly noticed his voice.
Yeah, he's funny as the bat.
I think all the characters are great. Who's your favorite character?
Blonde Blazing.
Mine is Prism. Fucking love Prism, bro.
Oh,
Prism is literally my girl.
Yeah, she's funny as hell. She said some shit. No,
she gets so much funnier too.
I think someone said some shit to her. I don't call her like Nicki Minaj or something. I was like, they got really good comedy in there.
The humor was good, dude. And like I love Prism though. She's my favorite character. She's my most used character.
Prism's good. My most used dispatcher or character right now, I think, is the small fist guy. Punch Up.
Oh, Anthony? Yeah, he's pretty versatile. We call him Anthony. Our friend Anthony, we call him Anthony.
No, that makes sense, actually.
Yeah, he's very versatile, actually. No, I like him a lot,
Who'd you cut? I don't know if you cut again.
I cut, well, in both playthroughs, I cut someone else. My first one, the main one, I cut Moist Critical. Although I'm starting, which I'm starting to regret, by the way. I cut
Coop.
Yeah, I cut her for
because by the time I got to the cut scene, like Moist Critical's character, he could fly. So it's like when I was dispatching, he took like a group of 3 of my dudes like across map in a second, and then like we got the shit done. We were back. I was like, he's actually every time I sent Coop out, she was 0 for 4. She failed all 4 times.
Really, Coop was. You're right. I don't know why I chose Coop.
She failed all 4 times for me. I was like, I don't know why. Why are you on my payroll?
I don't know why. The second playthrough, I will say, I'm having a fucking blast of a time.
So is it always between Coop and him?
Yeah, always between them.
Oh, okay, yeah,
makes sense. But I do think I should have. For my main playthrough, I shouldn't have saved Coop. But I actually don't mind Coop because she actually is growing on me now. So I'm saying, I think whoever you choose, no matter what, as the story progresses,
so who are all the characters? There's Flambe. Hate that nigga.
I love him. No, he's so funny. He gets so funny.
He has a funny accent.
No, he goes crazy, dude. He's so funny.
There's Invisigal. She's cool. I like her character.
I love Invisigal. She's my second best character.
She might be my favorite.
She's my second best. Yeah, Invisibitch.
Behind Blonde Blazing. Who else is there? Punch Up. We said Anthony.
Flamiola.
Oh, the demon lady.
Yeah.
Prism. Yeah. They're all good. All good characters.
Yeah. Honestly. Even what was the guy like the monster guy who's like really massive, just defense? I forgot his name. Stone Gollum. Yes, Gollum. I love Gollum. He's actually so funny.
Did you kick him out the room?
I did.
Yeah, he was stepping way out of line.
But he was
fucks his body.
Wait. But did you play the dispatch after? He'll like decline to do some of your missions.
Nah, I think he respected me. He was doing my shit.
Really? Nah, he wasn't doing my shit.
He was doing my. I think
he was like, "Fuck you."
I think he respected that I put my foot down.
Think so?
Because I think were there 2 options to where he was kicked out in both scenarios?
Like you can still decide whether you kick him out or you just leave it. Yeah, so it's honestly, I think it's a very good game. If you like storytelling linear games that have like some variances, I would think you would really much enjoy this. Also, like the voice acting is great. It feels like a fucking episodic release. Like it feels like I'm watching a Netflix show. Like it's definitely, but you can actually play it. You enjoy that, experience. I feel like honestly, that's their gold mine though. If they were to take that dispatching game or like that network that's in the game and they make it into a game or like in a different mode, bro, I'm hooked on for like life. That's like infinite content.
That's like a week for you.
It's not a week. Like no, because it's always different. Like it's always different. Like imagine like you can't even pick your heroes. You get thrown 6 heroes you have to work with against someone else, and who does better? Like that shit's cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's a great game.
It's a great concept.
I didn't expect to like it as much as I do.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for the finale as well. So we'll see where that goes.
Speaking of finales, though, Stranger Things.
I haven't watched it yet. I just saw the trailer.
Did you watch season 4?
I watched all the seasons.
So you didn't watch the 5 minutes that they released?
So the first 5 minutes? No, I didn't watch that. No.
It showed like Will in the Upside Down during season 1, like kind of what he experienced more in depth and how he actually had like a run-in with Vecna early on, because that was never really confirmed.
Yeah.
So it was just him trying to like get away, and then he got caught by one of the Demodogs who didn't end up killing him, but like brought him to Vecna.
I don't know, dude. Stranger Things to me, like it's just tough because I really did like the first season was so good, right? It was peak, right? Because it was a new concept and had like I just like kid actors because they're really good. Like especially when they can perform.
When they're good, yes.
When they're like really when they can perform, it's always like captivating to see that. It can make a
very unique story.
It gives me like a Promised Neverland type of vibe to watch Stranger Things in the early seasons.
Yeah.
But then as they started to age, I did start to lose interest over time. Which does sound kind of fucking weird, by the way.
Yeah.
But as the seasons went on, I lost interest in the show.
I don't know why.
No, I didn't lose full interest. I'm saying like I didn't like it as much.
I don't know, because I think seasons 3 and 4 were better than 1. Maybe, I don't know, because I think to this day, I still think the whole Billy scene in the mall was like best scene in the show. That shit was good.
That was a good scene.
That shit was good. Obviously the Max running scene, that's like up there too. But that Billy scene, I don't know. I just grew to really like his character because of how much of a dickhead he was, and then like you could see like that he had hints of like being good in him. So then you saw him, and then seeing him, I don't remember how exactly he ended up sacrificing himself, but like seeing him kind of fight the Mind Flayer or fight off that evil just to save Max and them, like that was good.
No, you know what it is? I don't think I lost interest. No, it was like every time the season comes out after like Stranger Things is for me is like it'll come out, but I'm not in a rush to see it. I'll watch it, and usually like it's good that season. I haven't had an issue with any of the seasons. I think they've been pretty good so far across the board. Again, it's one of those shows where it's like I'm not so excited about it, but then when I sit down and watch it, I'm like, okay, it was a good watch.
I don't know.
I think when it first started,
because I've been rewatching season 4 in preparation of season 5, and I was also going to do a video on season 4 before 5 came out, and it's just like it's really good.
Although I will say like the first like the trailer I saw for this last season, like it did get me hyped for like this will all be resolved now. Like they will actually finish like what they're trying to figure out all those years ago.
Who do you think dies? I saw a lot of people saying Lucas was out.
Lucas, why? Why him?
I don't know the reasoning, but judging off the trailer, people were speculating that. I think if they killed off Dustin, that would be good. That would be so good.
But in what way, though?
I don't know, but he is like probably top 3 most beloved characters in the show. Like
I would say he's like the main character.
Because
honestly.
it's like with Mike, they're not going to kill off Mike. Obviously, they wouldn't do that. Will, it's like he could sacrifice himself, maybe, but I don't think so. Like I feel like killing off Dustin, that would be like, if they did it right, that would be like peak stuff. I think Steve's definitely gone too, 100%.
Steve?
I think that nigga's gone. It's gonna be some shit since like him and Nancy have seemed to be getting close with each other again since Jonathan's been away and stuff. It's gonna be some shit where like they both confess that they still love one another. He sacrifices himself to save her or something like that. Because I wouldn't see them doing it the other way around with Nancy sacrificing herself and him being alive. Maybe, but I think it makes more sense for him to do that because I think that would give his character a complete like arc, because he started off kind of as a dickhead.
He did,
and then like we saw him develop as much as he did, and that would really be the icing on the cake.
I don't know how they would approach it, bro. I don't know. But it did look like this is going to be like the most action-filled season, though.
Yeah,
100%. Like I could just tell off when I saw her flying and shit. I was like, yeah, this is it. This is it, baby. This is the finale we've been waiting for. Which, again, for a long time, I haven't really been too excited for the seasons. I just watch them. But this is definitely, I'm really like hyped for this one.
Yeah.
I did want to talk about something else. Damn, what was it? Oh, GTA 6 got delayed.
Did see that,
dude. I don't know who would have expected. Like, people actually thought this game was going to come out. This game has been in the making for more than 10 years. And these guys want to definitely charge us an arm and a leg.
Considering it was announced and then got pushed back, I thought that second pushback date would have been like the one next May or whatever that was supposed to be. So then it's just like seeing them push it back again is kind of... Dude,
I think generally, I think what's going to happen is going to come out 2027 spring. Because these game companies have a tendency...
I don't even want it anymore. I'm tired.
We're going to be like...
I don't even want it.
Literally, we're going to be like elderly people at that point. Because they're going to be coming out with what? It's delayed again.
They might as well
I promise you,
GTA 7 at this point.
Companies will delay their game like a few times, bro. I think they're going to delay that shit until like... They're going to say like, oh, December of next year, finally, again.
Shit like this
and they'll be like, you know what? Actually, last 3 months, you just need to tell spring, guys.
Some little improvements, need to fix little bugs here.
But the issue is by saying this, though, if this game comes out fucking buggy, people are going to like lose their shit about it.
But the thing is like, for me, at least with a game like with this caliber, it's like if you're going to push it back this much, because again, it's supposed to release first on console and then have a year.
Yeah, I know. So
it's like at this point, just release the shit all together. It better have online mode. You better have like a heist or two, and like because it's just like I don't know. I mean,
if they release it,
games didn't used to be like this.
Well, no, because games were polished. But I think, well, here's my thing is like with GTA 6, they have every right to just say, this game's not even finished, but I'm going to put it out anyways. They might as well just do that because no matter what, people are going to buy the game. And as long as it's somewhat playable, they will play it. And then and then Rockstar, not to say like any company should do that in general because it's really messed up and companies don't succeed. But Rockstar's, I feel like, is one of the only few that are like, they can release a game of this, again, of this caliber that is so ambitious. They can release this game, have some bugs, and try to fix it. But it has to be playable. You can't release a game that's not playable.
Yeah.
You know, because then Steam will take it down. Or like the consoles
Like a
might not even
Cyberpunk
sell it.
situation. That was kind of unplayable though, from what I heard.
For what?
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it was very much unplayable.
Like now it's in a great state.
Yeah, phenomenal. But what I'm saying is like they might as well just like they should be, if they're pushing this back to make it playable, I get it. But if they're not pushing it back to make it playable and just to kind of like, you know, fix out all the bugs, then that means that if the game does come out, there should be very little to no issues. But we know it's not going to be a thing. We know it's not going to be a thing.
You know, the servers are going to be overcrowded. Like there's going to be all this shit.
That's going to spawn like a new wave of like content creators, bro. Genuinely. Because it's such a social game. And you know damn well they probably went above and beyond for this game to make it even more social. Not just with events. Like now there's like things you could do. Maybe there's like an actual stock market in the game.
Yeah,
I
think they're going to incorporate
that use AI and shit. I don't
new
know.
things that gaming has never seen before that like translates to real life in some way, shape, or form.
Even if like even like the license plate thing. If you don't switch the license plate or if you don't cover it, like if you got caught or like or someone or like you committed a crime and that was the getaway vehicle and a camera caught you, they have it in the police system. So when they see you and they come from behind the car,
Is that something that they're doing?
yes, that's what they were literally. There was like
that's cool.
Someone leaked something about it.
That's cool.
Where like the cops now have it. So like whatever vehicle is registered to you, if you committed a crime in that vehicle, they'll have it on record and they'll come at you if they see your car.
Ass. That's dope.
That's like some next level shit.
Yeah, that's
dude.
crazy shit.
That's like you really can't commit a crime no more. Like and I'm sure they're gonna make
you
it
just
harder
have to
now.
be smarter with it.
Yeah, they'd be smarter with it. Like, and so I do think like there's just so much potential, dude. I'm waiting for it, but then it's like, wait, I'm gonna have to wait another. I'm not buying a console for this shit. Don't know if I'm gonna be in a state where I want to buy a fucking console. I already have a PC. Like, there's like, why would I buy a console? An inferior.
Did you hear what
PC?
they were saying about the next Xbox?
Well, what they say?
She said something about it being very
PC like.
PC like.
Yes. I heard about it. Basically, they're making their own PC.
Yeah.
That's what they said. They're making their own PC.
I mean,
which I think makes sense.
it makes sense.
But who would buy that though? I guess if you're a console user trying to transition, you would think you would need to buy it.
Because consoles are stronger than PCs when it comes to gaming, right?
What do you mean stronger?
In terms of like the actual what is in it.
No, dude, it's not even close.
Because I thought people were saying like the PS5 like compared to like a not the top of the line PC, but like your baseline gaming.
You have to remember, okay,
like,
games build them like developers. They build their game based on what's gonna be played on. So a lot of like Sony games are building a game that can be run amazing on the PS5. So that the PS5 is built to run that game at the best.
That doesn't necessarily mean it has better.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's better than a PC. It's just that a lot of games will build their shit for consoles, and then they transfer the port over to PC. And nowadays, things are switching. So if things are transitioning over, you're better off just buying a PC. Because why would you buy an Xbox? Xbox at this point, though, has completely shifted. They've gone from exclusives in the past to now just doing Game Pass. And all their games are on PC and console. That's what they're trying to do. So, like, why even buy an Xbox? There's no reason anymore.
I feel like what they're doing with, at least based off of what they say, I feel like what they're doing with the Xbox is definitely a good move.
But even if you think it's a good move, why would you want to spend money on a pre-built PC by Xbox that's going to be inferior to something you could just buy separately?
Yeah, and I mean, it may lead to more sales since a lot of people who are primarily console gamers have friends in their ear talking about get a PC. So then when this Xbox PC, they could be like, oh, I have a PC.
I don't know, dude. You saw they increased Game Pass now?
Yeah, we talked about that.
It was like $10 and it jumped up to what, 20 now?
The highest,
no, 30.
The highest tier was like 30.
It's 30. Well, you need 30 to actually play games day one now.
Yeah.
Now you have to pay $30, which, by the way, Game Pass, I think they have like Game Pass like for indie games is awesome. Because there's just so many indie games. A lot of people enjoy Game Pass and they justify $10. Tripling the price, it was actually $12, but like doubling or almost tripling the price of it to $30.
It's outrageous.
If you play games like on a daily basis and you love the variety that Xbox Game Pass gives you, and you put in the hours, $30 actually makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you're someone that's like a more casual gamer that wants the day one releases and stuff like that, it doesn't make sense. They're just robbing, they're just taking more money from you. Which a lot of people, there was a whole movement of just canceling your Xbox Game Pass subscription.
What did that do?
What I was thinking about too was like, even if half the people cancel, they still make the same amount of revenue because they doubled the
Since
price.
it's doubled, yeah. Slimy shit.
It's not slimy shit. It's just, I mean, guess it's shitty what they're doing.
It's just business.
It's
but
good
like,
business. It's good
for the
business. For them.
consumer.
Yeah.
It's slimy.
It is slimy for the consumer. Although, like I said, like I don't even play Xbox games anymore, bro. Like it's really just strictly PC and Steam stuff now. I would rather respect the smaller studios, like for instance, Dispatch, or I'm trying to play Baldur's Gate 3 though. I'm trying to really get into that game because I have had it for over a year.
Yeah, we know.
It's been updated. They've added way more different like timelines and decisions. It's like the game is like in a literally a 10 out of 10 state right now. But it's just tough because that game I want to play with my friends, and it's hard to schedule a 4-man once a week at a certain time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Although I've been trying to do that.
You're doing it with Dispatch.
Yeah, because I have movement like that. But Baldur's Gate is a bit hard. I have to summon more energy from me.
You don't have that motion.
You know what I'm saying? Like I might have to really be like,
maybe
guys,
since I'm back and things are gonna go back to how they used to.
But nothing changed when you were here,
and I'm running the show now. I'm running the show now. Maybe we could. I'll organize something for you.
Baldur's Gate 3, I think that would be super. I want to play that so bad because that's a fun game. Although I feel like nowadays I have been trying to get more into board games and I would like to try D&D. But I think like
you love your whatever game we were playing the other day.
Well, Murder in Hong Kong. Dude, it's my favorite board game, man.
Yeah,
that's like the best board game out there. Like
I love that one.
Well, for me at least, dude, because it's such a good like. I've always been into board games, like especially when I was living up north. But like this group of people down here, it's hard to get everyone together to like play a board game sometimes. But we did it, and like that day.
I think it's easy. I think it's easy. We just need to ask and talk about it and like have genuine conversations and just be like, oh, let's actually go here.
Well, I guess it's hard for me because this was like a really busy few weeks. But
okay.
Yeah, you're right. But I do think like when we had that first, because we did recently have a game night session where we just played my game, like my board game. It was like 6 of us or whatever. That was a fun time, dude. I had a great time. Like that was a great time. I just like those types of games because they're very interactive and like you go around the table and stuff like that.
They make you actually like think and
go after your friends.
Like actually use your head rather than kind of just playing whatever on PC. It's different.
Yeah, and it has like D&D elements
because you have to like
too.
At least for that game you have to be convincing and like know how to tell a lie and put a face on and stuff like that, and it's good.
Those games, those types of like again, just had D&D elements because we have like not like a dungeon master, but like a
D&D is like a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
That's like a whole.
But I just like that though. I like the aspects of like decisions.
It's very cool,
leading to different outcomes, and it's like that's why I like Dispatch. That's why I like playing the board game Murder in Hong Kong. I think we should try to get more into those things.
How does D&D even work? Like because I hear people talk about a campaign.
Yeah, I'm not
master.
I'm not an expert on it, but I've been told by someone that has played it. It doesn't seem that complicated. I just think when people make it complicated, you have a guy that made a story, made a campaign, and he's going to lead you on this journey. Along the journey,
he just improv it and do it like as?
Well, you could improv it. Yes, you could improv it as well. And it's like the dungeon master just leads you on this journey, but you guys make all your decisions. And as we approach certain towns, approach certain things, do X, Y, and Z. We roll a dice to see if certain events will happen, things don't happen, surprises happen. It's like the dungeon master basically creates a story and you're living in it. You're the character.
And does the dungeon master decide what corresponds to each die roll?
I think it's unique to every single dungeon. I think it's unique to every person because I've seen ones where this guy was like they were improvising. Like the dungeon master he had like a rough sketch, but he improv the entire story from straight to finish in like 6 hours. Like as they're playing it, he just improved. You could do your own campaign, and we could be the brothers like that are trying to rebel against the system. And we try to change the system so that there's no slaves. You know what I'm saying?
And is that the character you pick, or that's the character you're given?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I haven't been. I assume they have characters available, or you make your own character. I think maybe you make your own character. Like, who are you in the story? Like, maybe I'm the guy that.
Well, in this situation, I would be the slave owner. No,
if you want to be. And I can be your slave. And then we both work together to change the system within. Wait, time out, bro.
Nigga, I wouldn't buy you.
But that would be a good campaign.
You're the
though.
last slave I'm
time
buying.
out. That's a good campaign.
What?
That would be a good campaign idea.
Black people are the slave owners, and there's a slave.
No.
There's a slave owner and a slave that want to overthrow the system.
Yeah, you could just swap them. You could have white people be the slave owner and like.
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go back to that. I think we should stay where we're at.
Well, what I'm trying to say is like I think you could do whatever you want. I get it. I think there's people have the rules to it, there's structure to it, but I think it's also one of those things where you could just decide what you want to play. So I mean, I think I'm down to definitely try that one day. Although I do think that we should have more. We should definitely play more board games for sure.
Yeah,
because I think those like bring out like some funny ass moments in us. Okay, listen. I know this is old news, but I'm gonna bring it up anyways because we gotta talk about it. We missed it, bro.
Okay.
So let me ask you something. Would you shock your dog?
Probably not.
Okay.
But I think people are making a big deal about it.
I think it's a pretty big deal, dude.
I mean, what like seeing the videos, like obviously,
Hassain,
like
okay.
why is he doing that? Why
background,
why is he doing it so excessively?
Yeah. To get
But it's
background,
like
period.
I feel like I don't know. I just feel like when shit like this happens, people who aren't affiliated with that person at all just care way too much. Not that the situation's a bad situation, but it's like, what are you gonna do about it?
I think it's kind of justified though.
No, sure.
I'm
it's
on the
just
extreme end, right? I'm telling you, like again to speak about it. It's like it's the Hassain situation, the streamer. For those, and I'm sure you guys already know. It's already been like a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he got exposed for shocking his dog for not sitting or standing in a certain position that he liked, and so he shocked the dog. And so then the dog clearly yelped, like asking for help.
That was
right?
not good.
It wasn't good. It wasn't a good look for him. And so my thing is, right, it's the idea of the fact that like it's a few things. It's the cover up. It's the other streamers trying to cover for him and getting exposed by other people. But my biggest gripe is the fact that I agree with you. I think if he came out and he said, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. That's kind of fucked up of me to do when my dog would just want to sleep in a certain spot or just stand in a certain spot. Mm-hmm. Why would I shock my dog for that? I apologize. Because really, like, it's a bad look on him too. Mm-hmm. But he never, and he never came out and straight up said like, oh, I'm sorry for what I did. Like he clearly is behind his decision, which is fine. But then say that, like, I will continue to use my shock collar because it's my dog.
Yeah, he's got to
say that. I still don't respect it, but say it.
You got to take a stance.
That way you attack the problem.
I mean,
if you said that,
I understand the
it's
concept.
the cover-up.
I understand the concept of shock collars.
Dogs can't speak for themselves. Like what I'm trying to tell you is like, imagine that dog. He did this. And it
was unnecessary. Like in the way he did it. Like the dog was just chilling. Like the dog wasn't doing anything.
No, but like if he does it in this stupid ass scenario, what's stopping him from doing it from many other stupid ass scenarios? Right?
Yeah, you're right.
And remember,
but then it's like,
but here's the thing.
What are we gonna do about it?
Here's the thing, though. The funny part is,
like, call PETA, I guess.
Well, I'm no, obviously not. But I just think it's a funny thing to be had, like funny conversation to have, because it's like think of like this too, right? He intentionally. Oh, people expose him by going back on many videos and clips of him actually doing it again, but he would mute his mic. And he would also hide the collar. So if you felt ashamed about what you were doing, or you want to be perceived in a certain way by the whole world, and then you do the said thing and it shows evidence that you're trying to hide it, clearly you're thinking to yourself like, I don't want to look bad like right now, so I'm going to move this.
Yeah.
But why would you say that? Wait, I'm confused.
Well, because
are you ashamed about the fucking decision of shocking your dog?
He knows he'd catch flack for it because that's clearly a controversial like topic amongst animal owners and lovers and stuff like that.
Well, I think also in general.
So then it's just like it would cause discourse and a divide within his community probably to a degree.
Well, yeah, he's been getting hit with the shit.
Yeah.
Which I mean, granted, like I'm not. That's not to say that people don't use those collars to train dogs. I've seen that. But it's just like the cover up is what's pissing me off, because it's like he's been on the record like 2-3 times trying to say, here, this is the collar, there's no prongs in it, and then he says like 2 other separate things, and they just exposed him because he just contradicted himself multiple times. Yeah. And then there was one frame where he shows like the collar and says this is a regular collar. They have a regular one and then whatever. And then some guy like put it in Photoshop, up the brightness, and saw the prongs were there. So he bought the electric one, not the one that's non-electric. That's all. So why would he show off the electric one?
Oh, what's it? The non-electric one does what? Vibrates?
It's like vibrate. Yeah. And so he shows off the electric one with no prongs in it. But then he says, this is not the electric one.
Yeah,
Just took out the prongs,
no,
like-
you just got to be real when shit like that happens.
You could tell
honestly.
his friends knew because Valkyrie, like Cutie, there was like people were saying that they were also trying to cover it up. Cutie said one thing and then she took it back, and then Ludwig said one thing and then he took it back. And it's like, why are they doing that? It's because they know that like they probably knew that he was shocking his dog in this way, and they just didn't want to say anything.
I think for that color thing specifically, if it's not done in excess, and if it's done, if you just have a dog that wilds out sometimes, like
I don't think you should ever use a shock collar, but I understand.
no,
if you
I
use it
understand.
for
Like I'm not
training.
saying I would do it myself.
Yeah.
I would just figure out different ways to
Yeah,
go about
discipline
training
my
my
dog.
dog or discipline. But like I understand why some people use that, but it's like to me it's not the most
not the end all
morally
be all.
right to. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not sitting here like really like saying he's a horrible person, but I do think he's trying to cover up something.
Yeah, you just gotta be honest.
And it's just he's not attacking this head on. So I get why. It's like it's not a good look for when your dog just wants to sit down or like sleep in a certain position, and you're getting annoyed at
Well,
it.
the dog just wanted to stand up, but I guess he just wanted his
Or
dog
to stand up, whatever.
I guess he just wanted the dog to be in frame, and just chilling there for
Which
some
is
reason.
why it looks like sociopathic
it
to just
looks-
fucking.
that looks bad.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, what are you doing?
I
Yeah,
feel like you can't fake streaming either. So it's like whatever you put out there, you're basically scuffed. Like that's what you're going to end up getting in the long run.
Yeah.
Like how people view you. Like you can't, because they catch because as soon as that controversy went out, they had like 1,000 clips ready.
yeah.
This scares the shit out of me, bro.
Starts with one, and then it just
It just downward
multiplies
spirals,
like
dude.
wildfire. Yeah.
I don't even know. Like it's been bizarre lately, bro. But I mean, I think that's like the atmosphere we're in when it comes to streaming YouTube now. Everyone's just like trying to cover up their ass.
That's why I prefer making videos. Streaming's fun, but I just feel like someone's gonna say something. Like
But that's just how it is.
It's just like
as long as you're your authentic self, you're fine. Like like that's
no,
what
not
matters
not
most.
even just me. Just like if someone walks into my room, or if like I'm in a Discord call, and then one of my friends decides to say something out of pocket, and then it just like it makes me look bad as well, because it's like I'm affiliating myself with this person,
Yeah, dude.
so that I must think this way, or I must talk like this guy too. But that's not the case, obviously.
All right. Well, hold on. I have to talk about this too. I have to say this. I was completely wrong about My Hero. Not that I actually said My Hero was ever bad.
You were a hater.
No. I
Yeah,
said I
you were.
lost interest in it. I think it was on season 4. I lost interest because season 5. Like it was the season where they had the first like 6-7 episodes was like a whole classroom arc.
It might have been 4.
Yeah. Well, no, it's after overhaul. It's after because overhaul.
Was 3.
Yeah, so I think it's. Oh yeah, they said before. My bad. Yeah, it's after. So it's season 4.
Yeah.
And I remember, so like I stopped watching during that arc with the classrooms because basically the arc was just classrooms were versing each other, and to me it was
Oh,
very
that might have been
boring.
5. Yeah, that's when they were versing Class B or whatever.
Yeah, and they were versing the classes.
Okay.
And I just didn't like it. Like I was like, dude, this is kind of like boring. I'm kind of over it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like for like 7-8 episodes. Like what the fuck? And so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna watch it. And then then I'm seeing all these edits with like Bakugo and Deku, and I'm like, what the fuck's happening?
It's tough.
I cannot spoil myself right now, dude. And then so I was like, you know what? Screw it. So I continued. By the way, I never said the story was bad. I just lost interest during that season. Once I pushed through that full season, after it, oh my god, next 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. Banger after banger. Where have I been, dude? I've been on vacation not watching My Hero.
Because there's the
for 3 seasons I haven't seen it.
There's the villain arc. They did like 12 episodes or something with
The
them.
villain art was so good,
was
bro.
good.
And,
And
the
then-
vigilante, and then
The vigilante. Yeah.
But like what got me was like there's like a massive betrayal that happens, and it was like, yo, dude.
I think I know what you're talking about.
No,
Yeah.
But the fighting, again, I'm not trying to spoil anything.
The fighting progressively
The fighting
got better.
progressively got better and better and better.
Yeah.
and they just started taking bodies. They were bodying people, bro. People were legit dying on screen.
Oh, really?
Cut in half
I'm
type shit.
I'm not there yet.
Like
so.
bleeding out, like they're dead. Like boom, one shot. Boom, not even existing. Boom, just turned to stone. Like it's like people were starting to die left and right, and like you didn't know who was gonna live or not. And like a lot of the core heroes, you're thinking like, oh my god, it's game over. No, it's game over, dude. And then things go, dude. It was such a good like. I didn't know what I was missing out on. Granted, there was one of the seasons with the villains. Deku had met Shigaraki. Was it Shigaraki? Yeah, Shigaraki, the main villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deku had met him, and then they actually had like a little brawl in one of the seasons.
That was earlier.
Yeah, but that was in this newest season.
Yeah.
yeah. And that brawl, people were saying it wasn't really well animated
because of the sky.
because of the sky. But I thought it was. I didn't even care, bro. I was just so in it.
I think that's where I stopped.
Yeah,
that's where I stopped.
I was so in it at that point. I was like, "This is phenomenal! Oh my god, I don't even care if it's not that well animated." But dude, every season after that was just like a banger, bro. There were some stops though. Like I didn't like again. I won't talk about it too much because I know you haven't seen it. But the Vigilante arc, I wasn't a huge fan.
That was before the fight. That was before the Shigaraki fight.
Okay, well, I'm just saying anything at this point.
Okay,
but the Vigilante. The Vigilante arc, I didn't like how he like Deku. It sucks. What I hate about Deku is like not what I hate about him, but the author like they always show that he's busted against these low rank motherfuckers. Like he took a whole arc to just body every criminal in town. And that was it. Like, and these are low level criminals, right? And it's like I wish there was more moments of him because he had his moments early in the early seasons, especially these last few ones. I wish there was just more moments of him fighting like other heroes, like that are getting other villains that are getting progressively harder to beat. Because he did that in the early stages, but then he never fought like a next level hero.
There was really only the two main ones left.
No,
because he was so strong at that point.
I think everyone just has this implied idea that he is going to face Shigaraki, and that's the only one that can fight him. Which it would have been nice to see him like fight other heroes that were like second to third to Shigaraki before he got the Shigaraki. You get what I'm saying?
The main cast of villains alone really wasn't even that strong.
No, they go crazy. No,
I heard, but like throughout the whole show, they're really not even that strong, other than Shigaraki.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Like the little lizard dude. Sometimes I'm wondering.
He goes crazy.
Sometimes I'm wondering why he's even employed with those niggas.
But that's what.
But then I know he eventually goes crazy. So I've heard, and like even Toga too. It's like she's strong, but you're really only paying attention to Shigaraki and the Warp dude, like and All For One, obviously, for like the first 5-6 seasons. So at that point, when you get to the Vigilante arc, it's like those are really the only people that are important. Because the other types of villains Deku has struggled with in the past, it's like when he was just starting, but now he has multiple powers at his disposal.
No, it makes sense.
And he knows how to control his shit. So it's like he's obviously going to watch these forces.
It makes, well, that's what I'm saying. It makes sense how, but again, it's one of those things where Deku he just has his power. Like he got all the powers. So like it makes sense what you're saying. Like his only opponent realistically is going to be Shigaraki.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice for him to have other people to fight that were also like close to Shigaraki's level, at least. Because then there's no growth there. It's just like
overhaul.
My only, but that was early on before he got any new abilities, anything like that. I'm saying like early on they did him right the first few seasons.
But you have to think about how the show went. It was like overhaul, and then
that was it.
And then the classroom arc where they were fighting each other.
Yeah.
And then the vigilante stuff, and then now we're basically here. It's like there was not much time to introduce anyone else. It would have been nice for him to
fight someone. It would have been nice for him to fight
criminal.
Someone. He goes crazy too, bro.
Gentle criminal.
He goes crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone goes crazy. I agree with you. Like it depends. It depends. But
when he was a criminal though, I think he does come back, right?
Yes. When he was a criminal. And I will say like the wrap up of everything without spoiling it, because it's not done yet. There's like a few more episodes. Mm-hmm. The wrap up of everything, like with the classrooms, I did like how as everything was peaking, you'll see it eventually. Like the classrooms did not feel useless. Like they felt they were actually integral parts of what's going to happen in these next few fights.
Like the other characters.
Yeah, because they're all how they're doing the last few fights was like everyone's in separate groups, like with different heroes, and we all had to do our missions to make sure that Deku had the opportunity to win or do X, Y, and Z, right? And I think with what you may call it, man, everyone had their spotlight, bro. Shadow went crazy. Like everyone had
who?
Shadow. Is that his name? Shadow?
Tokiyami?
Yeah, Tokiyami.
Yeah.
He went crazy, dude. Like everyone had their moment. Realistically, I think they did a really good job. The guy who can steal powers, he was so good, dude. He's my favorite character.
Oh,
bro.
I heard he's
because you know how I liked him because he had a struggle. He was saying like he hated his ability because he never could like be himself.
Yeah.
Because he never had his own unique thing. He just took people's abilities, and so but he went dumb crazy this last fight, dude. And I'm thinking he's not a minor character. He had like some role. He had a major role. Mm-hmm. But he went bonkers the last season, dude. Mm-hmm. And then also too, the Shadow guy. You remember like from the first season, the Shadow guy who makes portals for the villains?
The Warp guy, yeah.
That's his name? Oh, yeah, I don't know his name. But apparently he's got a crazy backstory to him.
I heard.
And it goes like deep, dude. I won't lie. The one part that almost killed me was the Toga fight. There was a Toga fight, and you'll see who she's up against. You probably can guess.
Araka.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah. I think I saw clips of that.
I was like low key, like, no, dude, no. They were going crazy.
I don't understand that.
I was getting emotional during that fight. I was tearing up a bit. That shit was hitting me, bro. Because the last scene to end that fight was like heart. It was like heart crunching, bro. Like you were saying, like you don't understand.
I don't understand her character, Toga's character.
I don't know. You actually find out about it. You find out more about her and everything, and it starts to make sense towards the end.
Gotcha.
Realistically, though, everything leads up to the last like season, bro. This last season, like a Bakugo, dude.
I've been seeing so many edits.
Dude, oh my god, no, I wish you, dude, it was the most epic build up to Bakugo. Because he's literally like, I don't want to go into too much of it, but he's basically damn near dead.
I heard, yeah. I remember when the chapter came out and people thought he was gone.
Yeah, something happened and he was able to whatever. And then, dude, like just that scene of him looking at Deku, it's literally how it planned out. Like they just looked at each other. And it flashes back to the past too when you're watching it, because it's like Deku's asking for help and no one's up.
Yeah.
And then Bakugo just stands up. And then they just look at each other. There's no words being said, no like head nod. It was just lock in.
Yeah.
And then they just do their maneuver. And Bakugo, bro, that last fight, oh my god, that shit was Bakugo, I mean, so good. Like it was like the most dude, the orchestration of the fight, the movements, the sounds, everything was like it was like a movie level budget. I was like, dude, is this Ufotable? Did they get their hands on My Hero? Like, this is so good. And like, there's one scene, and like, you're gonna really appreciate the scene where it's like, it makes you think like Bakugo in my head now, he's the true successor of All Might. And I think Deku's the true successor of One for All. Because trust me, when you see that Bakugo scene, they're like, yo, Deku's out. Deku's out. And it also establishes the fact that if Bakugo fought Deku, he could body that motherfucker, bro. Like,
you think Bakugo? You're saying Bakugo would win?
I think Bakugo's I got money on Bakugo now.
Really?
I don't think it's a crazy ass underdog fight. I think it's a much closer fight. Although I do think I think Bakugo could still I think Bakugo would probably still lose though, because Deku's got like 7 abilities. But like if Bakugo could win though. I mean, because if you're up against One for All, it's an all for one. And you're bodying that man, and he's got like every ability known to man, what's going to stop you from beating Deku?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying. And then, of course, and again, now we're on the Deku fight. Now it's his turn. I really hope they don't pull that, because I know like the end result of the story, but I don't know how it ends.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
if they pull this, and it's looking like they're going to pull it. They're going to pull some like trash where it's like
power of friendship.
The power of like love. Or
yeah.
some shit. But it's like, bro, there's the dude. He's killed so many people. Like, he doesn't...
He was just given a bad hand, though.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand if they approach it that way. But I do think that this last fight, I don't know how it's going to go. I think I'm going to like the Bakugo fight way more, though. Because at least right now, it's a good fight. Although this last fight with Deku really makes me appreciate his, like, fight IQ. Because his shit was like... He was coming up with shit like that. And it's like, I've never seen Deku like this before.
Well,
like,
he's been getting better. He's been getting better with it as he's been getting his abilities. Yeah, especially when he was learning how to use his shit during the Vigilante arc.
Yeah, he was
unlocking whatever. It's like he's had time to kind of develop different ways to use his shit and combo his abilities together and whatever. So I'm sure it'll be sick to look at.
I'm genuinely surprised, and I'm glad I took the leap and like started watching the show again, because I never thought it was bad. I always said like it definitely. I lost interest towards that season, that arc, and it was just so boring to me. So I just took a pause on it. But man, after that though, it was just straight peak, bro. I mean, it was just so good. Like it didn't feel like a kid show. Well, it never felt like a kid show, but early on, it definitely felt more like
corny.
Corny. But now it's gone way better at that point. And also too, I'm thinking about it now, like, why did they end the story? Spoilers, by the way, because we already know the ending, how it ends. Spoilers for My Hero. Why did it end with Deku not having any powers? Like, that's what like kind of pisses me off. Is like, I get why.
I mean, I don't know how they get there.
No, no. But what I'm saying is like, why? Like, I think Deku, like the way they had it, because they was getting memed over, because people were putting the memes of like, oh, he works like a 9 to 5 regular job now, regular ass citizen.
Yeah.
But it's kind of goofy because at the beginning of the story, he said he was the greatest hero. But my thing is like, I think Bakugo is gonna be like the greatest hero.
Well, I think he's gonna be like the number one.
Yeah,
But in terms of the magnitude
Deku
to what Deku did and how he was time and time again able to overcome adversity and doubt and the odds being stacked against him every time makes his whole character arc like the story of technically the greatest hero.
What I really wanted, and they wouldn't have ran this shit, but it would have been crazy if Deku just died. Like Deku died that last fight to win everything.
I said the same thing.
That makes more sense to me in a narrative standpoint.
I said the same thing about like One Piece. Like if Luffy just died at the end, it would give like I remember comparing this one time, and I just feel like it makes sense, like for that character to die and then therefore like solidify them as the greatest.
And but like it makes sense for Deku because it's like for him to be like, I'm the greatest hero, whatever, like that, whatever. It's like I feel like that would have been way more monumental in the whole story that you just didn't make it. Although people would have been upset about it, it's like
but imagine
Bakugo becomes the true successor of All Might, and Deku becomes the true successor of One for All. Because One for All, the whole idea behind it is you're for the people. Like you're not selfish. You're not looking to gather more power for yourself. You're meant to actually spread it around, and it's like that makes more sense to me. Where his whole idea was like, I'm gonna end everything. All for One will no longer exist. And, One for All, the meaning of it will actually prosper. And in the process, I die.
I think that'd be great.
That would have been good.
If he died on some shit where he was doing like the All Might fist standing up, that'd be tough, nigga.
No, I don't know, dude.
I think if he just died,
it would have been tough.
That would have been good.
It would have been tough. Yeah. And it's like, because I like Bakugo. The way they were building up Bakugo made me really like Bakugo a lot throughout the seasons. So for him to be like the stand-in for like, I'm going to be the number one hero. And it's like, it makes sense for that to happen. And I wouldn't be upset about it. I like both characters.
Yeah.
But it's just, Deku, man, like, I wish
Deku dying that'd be sick.
Because I also heard like what they do is like they also, what I don't like is like part of the ending is like they give him like a suit of armor so that he can still be a hero.
Yeah, and it's like,
which is like,
considering All Might had the suit of armor, it's like you get it.
But I don't get it.
But it's like him dying with like, that would make it damn near a 10 out of 10 story. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying.
If done properly.
And it just, I don't know. To me, it makes a lot more sense to end it that way. But My Hero has been coming to, honestly, I think it's wrapping up pretty nicely. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it, dude. Like, this shit is gas right now. Right? Like, I don't know if you've seen this yet. But honestly, it's been tough, dude. I feel like I'm having trouble watching anime now because there's just actually so many bangers. Like, there's too many bangers.
I have to, like, focus on so many at like one time at some points where it's like I don't have time to watch like the My Heroes or the Dr. Stones and like those other shows that like I really want to catch up with just because it's like I need to prioritize.
Dude, Gachi Akuta's going crazy too.
I've been seeing clips. I've been
it's like, dude, it's been going nuts, bro.
JJK comes out on the 8th of January.
Yeah, no,
Fearin's obviously
we're
coming
getting
out.
Such bangers. We're getting next year's gonna be like it's gonna be a whole plethora of bangers out there.
Lastly, Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, how was it? I haven't seen it yet, actually. I was going to watch it, but...
Pissed me off.
But honestly, no, spoil it for me, because I literally don't care.
Watch it. We should go watch it like 40X this week or something.
I'm fine, whatever.
I think that'd be...
But how was it, though? You can spoil it for me. Because I don't really care.
I'm not going to spoil it.
No, because I don't really care. I'm pretty sure I already read the chapter. I just forgot.
I personally think it was better. I think it's better than Demon Slayer.
It's with the missile girl, right?
Yeah.
Be better than Demon Slayer?
I thought it was.
The thing is, the numbers don't show that, buddy, so I don't think that's the case.
That's inevitable. Demon Slayer is just a more popular IP.
I think genuinely Demon Slayer probably better than that, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't think so. Who knows?
Like,
what makes it better? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, I think narratively, two completely different stories.
Oh, well, yeah, narratively it's going to be better.
This is more of a love story and like a Denji character development story. Like it's better when it comes to the characters and the world building and narrative and whatever. But like in terms of animation, just fighting. It's like I feel like it just depends on what you like with animation because I know you're a ufotable glazer, so like you love.
I'm not ufotable glazer.
Yes, you are.
I like their sequences. I like action sequences similar to like Furin.
Which, yeah, and it's like with the type of animation I like and appreciate, that's not to say I don't appreciate what Ufotable does. Ufotables is just so sharp and vibrant and very, it's not loose. It's just very like,
But I
it's
don't
very,
think-
it's fluid, but it's very sharp and just like very, I got the word, it's right there. It's like organized.
Okay.
You know, but when it comes to like Mappa, for example, they get very messy.
They do get messy
and
with
like
it.
loose and like squiggly, you know, with some of the movements. And when I see animation done that way, in terms of like presenting how fast the character is moving or which direction, like it just looks better to me, and it gives the fight more impact.
It feels like sloppy in a way.
It feels slot and like
sloppy,
in like when like shit's getting destructive and the environment's going all over the place and it's getting messy and you could barely comprehend what's going on. It's like I feel like that adds to the feeling. Like that's how it's feeling how it looks, you know. And with Demon Slayer, not to say I don't get that, but it's like if I see their CGI building crumbling apart, it's like I don't feel that same impact,
Dude.
Even if it's great CGI.
It's like for me, I agree with you. I think like for instance, I love One Piece's animation.
Yeah,
For their fights, there's just like for instance, like when Zoro was versing what was his name? King. Dude.
and it's
that
like
fight-
the depth that you get like in turn like
way
you
they
could,
were moving
you
and
could,
shit.
you could feel the range between
The
like
fluidity wasn't
Zoro
like-
and King.
the fluidity wasn't like clean. It was like wah.
Yeah, it was
like,
messy, wobbly,
And,
it just
the
like
thing is too, that wasn't even a crazy movie budget. And it's like imagine that was a movie
weekly
budget.
show. You saw that they're going to be seasonal.
Yes, thank God.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
I've been saying this for years,
That's
bro.
gonna be great.
One Piece being seasonal is the best thing that happened.
Literally
to
gonna
us.
change the game. It's gonna be
Change the game. like now that they can see their
Ridiculous.
families have dinner with their like kids and actually like enjoy their free time, they can actually pump out quality content no matter
I don't
what.
even think
and they've been doing that lately.
I don't even think Toei has that problem, like with not seeing their fan. I mean, maybe they do Japan work culture.
No, they're
but like
trust me.
compared to Mappa, because like if Toei wants to take a week off, they'll take a week off. They'll put out a filler episode, or they'll pull out an episode that like has 17 camera angles of the same person walking for 10 minutes. You know, like they'll take a week to like drag out an episode. They have no problem doing that. But I think now with the seasonal format, none of those, we're not going to get those little Bardo's secret room like filler episodes. You know what I'm saying? Or like the super dragged out 18-minute dialogue episodes.
Which is
like
what we don't want.
We're just going to get straight manga stuff and maybe added scenes.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, there's nothing but potential here,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I'm so excited for this. Like, it's gonna be, dude.
Yeah.
But again, going back to the animation style, like I like One Piece's animation. And that's like lower budget too. I like Euphoria's animation, but I'm not saying I prefer that. I do like the style of JJK in terms of the direction of how they do fights and like
have you seen
scenes.
clips from the movie? The JJK like first 2 episodes that they've been showing?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
I saw a clip of like that first. You read the manga, no?
Yeah, I read the manga.
Yeah, I saw a clip from the first fight of Naoya, however you say his name, and Chozo, and how he was like beating his ass. And I'm taking that over Demon Slayer any day, nigga. I don't know.
No, because it's just like the way they do fights is just more. It's just
so unique.
direction is very. I prefer that direction more.
Yeah.
I do like sloppiness, but again, I'm not. It got me thinking though, like if that movie, because the movie still did really well, like 100 million or something.
Yeah.
For like sales, but like Demon Slayer had like what 700 million.
Just pushing like a bill, yeah.
Yeah, bill now, like dude, it got me thinking. Like, do you think the Gojo Sukuna fight's gonna come close?
Yes. Well, Gojo Sakuda fight definitely makes more than Chainsaw Man 100%. Because Chainsaw Man, I think, was a slow burn because since
But not everyone watches it.
there had to be like a week or two for people to let it marinate, for the ones who did see it to be like, oh, this is like the 10 out of 10, because that's what people were saying. And there were a lot of people saying that like they liked it also more than Demon Slayer 1. So then it's like once that news spreads around, then like that second little jump in profits, I guess, for the movie would come in, because I feel like more casual anime watchers
We'll go give it a
go
shot.
see it, because I don't think you would need to watch season 1 to know what was going on in this movie. That's the case for Demon Slayer, though. Like, you need to have
But it
watched
still
the
did
show.
really well, even with that. Which I think one thing I will say is like I think I was talking about it with another friend of mine. And I'm thinking about it now. It's like with Demon Slayer, like, dude, if Chainsaw Man did this well, 100 million, whatever, I do think like JJK will have a better. It's gonna outperform it, but like to get close to like Demon Slayer, because remember Demon Slayer. By the time we get a JJK movie, Demon Slayer will also probably be on their last movie.
I think that'd be crazy if they release like side
And
by
like
side.
that's when you can really see. And I'm taking. If I were to bet which one would perform better, I'm picking Demon Slayer.
The thing is, though, I think JJK is more popular in Japan than Demon Slayer. Like, I think
I think it's equal roughly. I think it's roughly. I don't know.
no, that's
Well, actually,
dude,
no.
the
I think
JJK.
right now you're right.
JJK is like
because Demon
that.
Slayer is done. That's been done for a minute.
yeah. So it's like I feel like more money would come in because Demon Slayer is super popular in the West. I think it's significantly more popular here than like Japan.
Yeah, it could be the case. Yeah, which makes sense because
So it's like obviously we have a lot more people in the country compared to Japan, but like I think it's flip flopped over there where it's like JJK is a super huge like when certain things in the manga happen, like niggas were going to like certain locations to pay respects to characters and like put shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so I don't know. I think the Sukuna fight would like I don't
think it would. But here's what I think is like. Keep in mind though, what's crazy to me is like with Demon Slayer, their budget just got bigger because they only use like 20 mil or something, right?
yeah.
They made 700 mil from that shit, bro. Like
Because they don't pay the fucking employees, bro.
that's what I'm saying. So like, imagine like the next movie, part 2, that budget's about to be like triple or even quadruple because they had to test it out to see how much it would make. And then
it's
imagine
gonna
the
be
third
huge.
movie.
It's gonna be
No. That third movie about to have like a $200 million budget, bro.
It's gonna be huge, and
I think you're underestimating how crazy it's gonna be.
No, that may genuinely, in terms of animation quality,
Beat out
be
everything.
be the best animated piece of media of all time. Considering they have those profit margins or whatever,
It's crazy
for how much they put into how much they're getting back. I mean,
No, it's bizarre.
you could get a whole army of niggas like working on that movie and have it be the most crisp and sharp shit ever. I don't know, but like there's just something about the Gojo and Sukuna fight that holds so much more weight to me, and I feel like a lot of people than the Infinity Castle, to where it would become like an event. Like because we would kind of be, you know how in the manga they're kind of watching it, like everyone's watching it over the big screen happen. Like that would kind of be us when the shit comes out. Does that make sense? So I feel like it would be more so of an event. Like the Demon Slayer movie is like, I'm yapping, but the Demon Slayer movie was like just a highly anticipated ending to a popular series. But like the Gojo versus Sukuna thing is like, that's like a UFC event.
It could be.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like it.
But if they make a singular movie for it, like I think it would do really well. But I do think that Mappa, there's more people watching Demon Slayer. I just think by default because Mappa's JJK I think appeals to like less people in the West because it's a very different like. You could tell Mappa just does really well with very dark shows. Very like dark, like weird shows. Like Chainsaw Man's very weird and like sinister and dark, and like they just do better with those types of shows. But I think that as a byproduct of focusing on that genre, not everyone's into that genre.
So listen, JJK has sold over 90 million copies as of early 2024, and Demon Slayer, by the final time its chapter was published, sold 80.
Yeah, it's very different now.
So that's already more, is what I'm saying for JJK. So it's like,
Well, no, yeah, because Demon Slayer was never a good manga. Ufotable made it a good anime. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, I guess.
And
Well,
we're comparing animes here because I'm not comparing mangas, bro. If I'm comparing mangas, I'm taking JJK. Like that's not close.
no, I was just trying to say in terms of popularity.
But in terms of like me going to a movie, spending $14, and I had to give a movie a rating, bro. Demon Slayer might take it these last two movies, bro.
Okay, so it's saying JJK has recently surpassed Demon Slayer in terms of global demand, holding the title of the world's most in demand.
Don't seem like it.
Animated series, according to the Guinness Book of World Records.
How come oh wait, I'm stupid. I'm thinking of JJK, but I'm also not thinking of Chainsaw Man. I was flip flopping. I was thinking of Chainsaw Man. No, you're right. You're right. So JJK surpassed it already.
In terms of popularity,
So then it would have to do better.
that's what I'm saying.
But imagine it doesn't.
And that's why the magnitude of the event, the magnitude of the Gojo fight compared to the Infinity Castle, Gojo fight just is more. It's just more
We'll have to
important.
wait and see, bro.
It's
Because
just
I think
more important to its
they're
story.
They're probably gonna both come out. I think by the time we get a Gojo movie, like that last movie,
Well,
is gonna be
think
like the
about it.
last.
Think about it.
Unless they do a season. If they do a season, then this is a waste of time conversation. But if they do like a movie for the
Because
last part, which they
coming out-
should,
They're coming out season 3 right now.
Yeah.
January 8th. I think it's part 1. I'm assuming they're doing 2 cores,
I
like
think they're probably
24.
doing 2 cores. Yeah.
I think it probably ends with him getting unsealed. The season 3 probably ends with him
And
getting
right after that,
unsealed.
they just box.
And then after that, it's like
Very little time. In the box.
I think they would have to make the fight a movie, and I don't. They could probably end the series in a movie.
That's what I'm saying. They should do that.
Dude, that would be the best movie of all time.
I don't. We'll have to see what happens.
Because
dude.
there's not much that happens after that fight. Like they just jump.
That's
in.
what I'm saying. It's over, really.
But I couldn't see them making a full season out of everything that happened after their fight, unless they incorporate that fight also into the beginning of the
I think
season.
that's stupid, bro. They could make so much more
Because
money
that's
if
what
they made
did
a
with
movie.
like Mugen Train.
Because
It
my
was
thing
part of
is,
season 2.
you get to this last season, they make a movie for it, wrap things up. But if we get one, it's going to be like 2029, 2030, which is around the same time we're probably going to get the Demon Slayer finale.
Think so?
Because we get Core 2 next year. I should say next year. No, sorry, we have Core 1 next year. We get Core 2 probably the end of that year or like the early next year.
Well, if
So that's 2020.
well, it depends. It really
7 already.
It really depends because some
then, go ahead.
some shows like sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're good.
But because some shows like Gachi Yakuza, for example, like their cores released back to back. They just call them Core 1 and Core 2.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah.
And like
They've
also
had time.
JJK did the first in season 2 as well. It was 2 cores. It was the Hidden Inventory and then the Shibuya, and that was like only a week in between. But some shows like Dan, for example, they release 1 and then they'll wait another 6 months to release the second.
Okay, well,
core.
either way, let's
So
just
it
say they get them
depends.
done. Let's
It
just say
depends.
like they get them done next year, both of them.
Yeah, that's what I
Then
was.
then we're in 2027, which they're not going to release anything 2027. There's just no way, unless they were already working on it. But do you think that there needs to be one more season before that movie?
No, because there's nothing.
Oh, then in that case, then yes, I don't remember the transition, but I think even if you get to that point, then all that's left at that point is to make a movie if you want to, and we'll probably get that in like 2028. Don't think we get that 2027. It's too early.
When was the Chainsaw Man movie announced? Was that 22?
It was a minute ago.
Because it took them a while to put that out.
It did take
So
a while,
I was
yeah.
assuming it would be like season 3 ends, they announce a movie, and it would take like 2-3 years.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if we get a
And I
movie,
think
it's going to be 2028, 2029.
I think it would have to be late 28.
if
Late
it-
28, early 29.
If it lands in 2029, is that when the finale for Demon Slayer comes out? Think so, right?
Yeah.
That would be that's crazy. That's gonna be a crazy year if that's the case, bro.
They should just release them at the same time.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That would be crazy.
You would be
shit.
fucking dope too if we got. Oh my god, Toei's so dumb for not doing this, bro. Like, since you're seasonal, have your season, and if you can fit in a little movie there that like goes crazy because there's a major fight, a major thing that happens, fit that shit in there, bro.
I think the landscape is definitely changing.
Yeah, it's definitely
To where-
animation movies.
Because sometimes there are just arcs in manga that are like so good, but just are maybe a bit too short for a singular season.
Yeah,
So I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more
movies.
movies emerging,
That makes sense.
especially to end off. I think they just confirmed a soul leveling one.
Yeah, it did.
So it's like
And I also heard I heard for this movie, for Chainsaw Man, they add a whole bunch of just anime only scenes. They added so many anime only
yeah,
scenes.
that's another luxury of it too, where it's like the people making it could have a bit more creative freedom and just do what they want to do and help enhance the experience.
And like, you can't tell me, because I'm not reading the manga for One Piece, but you cannot tell me like what you guys haven't. Whoever's caught up, there has not been some crazy shit going on where like they couldn't make a movie. Which I don't know. Maybe like there's been no major fights, but like. That dude, give us a movie, bro. You're seasonal now. You can do whatever you want.
There are just so many things. Like even that villain arc in MHA, like since it was such a short,
Oh, that could've
condensed,
been a
like
cool-ass movie.
that could have been a movie. You know, it's like there's so
movie, yeah.
many of these little stories.
And then what they do anyways,
stories within the story.
Yeah, and what they do anyways, they're smart. They just do their quick recap in the first season back after of what happened if you haven't seen the movie for whatever reason. And then, but by then it's already on the streaming platforms.
Yep.
Because the movies will go on the streaming platforms, so you can watch them then.
It's gonna change because they only used to do filler movies, so it's gonna. I think this is gonna bring in because it's clear that the West, we're the West, right? Just to be sure.
Yeah, bro.
I don't want to be like speaking.
Yes, we're in the
bullshit.
West, bro.
Yeah, so it's like it's clear that the West now, a lot more big companies want to get invested into the anime scene because it's just they could see
They can see the money in it.
how it's breaking records, doing better than the Supermans and the Fantastic Fours and shit like that. So
It all really depends.
In the country where money's everything, they're going to want to get their hands on
it's
that.
slightly different because here it's like there's not like a system in place here where there's like a Shonen Jump or other major companies that make publishings to release comics weekly here. They don't do that here.
Yes,
They do that in Japan because it's like it makes sense. That's what they grew up with. That's their culture.
Yeah, I was going to say that's another thing.
don't
In
have
terms
that
of
here.
actually making the product and making the anime, is like culture is a really big part of it too.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I forgot to. I don't know if I told you this, but like we had someone reach out to us like a long. It's like it's been a minute actually. They sent me their comics. They like run like a manga publishing company in America, but for like black creators. And he sent us like a few things.
I think I know which.
He sent us a few things to look at and stuff like that. I was telling him like, bro, like what? Because I haven't had the chance to look at it, but the reason being is because I would love to interview him. And then talk about his works and talk about the things he's been publishing. But as you could tell, people want to create something like that in America, but it just doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist. Like, even if, like, it just, Shonen Jump is just such a big thing there. And it's like, there's something about manga where,
That's
like,
just a main
it's like
pillar of their
a massive
economy.
career. It's like a massive status, too.
Yeah.
So it's like voice acting there. It's like so crazy over there.
Voice acting's been getting bigger,
Yeah. It has been getting bigger here now, too.
especially in this scene. Yeah.
I would say.
I'm gonna be on some shit soon, bro. I'm telling you.
You think so?
I think so. I think I could make it happen.
Well, regardless, I do think that again, if we did have a movie for One Piece, it would be groundbreaking, dude. But at the end of the day, I do think like it'd be
I
stupid for
think
them
that
not
makes
to
a
end
Billy.
it. Huh?
I think if that was a movie, like One Piece finale would make a bill.
Oh, easy build.
Yeah.
No, it might be the first. It might be the
think
first
it
one to
would.
be like, let me just hit this bill real quick,
I think it would.
and like just clear house. Although I do think that, man, it just sucks, dude. Because I want like if they don't end it with a movie, I'm gonna get mad. Because like I don't mind a movie level budget for a season, but that doesn't make sense. It's not profitable as
Yeah.
much, so they wouldn't do that. So why not make a movie to end everything? And those fights would be disgusting, bro. And I would pick that over JJK. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, just
I'm
or
picking that over
like a
JJK.
final war movie, or something. Like I don't know, because One Piece,
like a part one, part
because
two?
One Piece obviously has a very unique schedule. Even if they're doing the seasonal thing now, it's like I don't know if there's gonna be a set number of episodes they're releasing moving forward in between each season or whatever. But like, it's easier to make like a final movie with a seasonal show with a dedicated 12 to 24 episodes each season. But like with One Piece, it's like where do you start, where do you end the movie, and it's like do you do anything after that?
Yeah, is there a part one, part two?
Yeah, so
How do we wrap things up? And regardless, it would make dumb money. I do think we'll see though, because when that JJK movie drops alongside potentially that Demon Slayer movie at the same time, like we're gonna really see the numbers at that point. Because do you think Demon Slayer Part 2 is gonna fucking outperform the first one? It might even hit a bill. If it outperforms it, it might even hit a bill.
I think it would have to.
Because that was such a top.
I think it would have to outperform because this movie probably got new people invested into it.
Yeah.
Or there are also people who didn't get the opportunity to see this movie but heard how good it was, who will definitely be tuned in for the next one.
I think it can only get bigger
So
from
I
here.
think it'll definitely bring more money to the table.
There's really no complaints except for the backstories being sometimes long, but that's just whatever.
Yeah, but I heard the next one is just like a straight fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
Like
next one's a
straight
fight.
two fights the whole time.
So it's got like that's what I'm thinking, dude. Like this is gonna be nuts, bro. I don't know. We'll have to see. Then we'll see how JJK stacks up against it as well.
I think JJK pulls in more.
We'll see.
We'll be back, nigga.